DMK keeps drumbeat going on. Thiruparankundram. What really is the matter this time around? All right, you're watching the South Indian. That's the story. HC has warned, but DMK escalates the Deepa Thoon row. The Tamil Nadu government is set to move the Supreme Court against the Madras High Court's Madurai bench order permitting the lighting of a deepam or lamp at the Deepa Thoon, which is the stone pillar atop Thiruparankundram hill. The state says the order introduces a new religious practice, something it argues is legally and culturally untenable. State Minister for Hindu Religious and Charitable Endowments as well as S. Raghupati said the government was compelled to appeal against the verdict as it goes against long-standing tradition and lacks historical backing. Raghupati said there is no historical or documentary evidence to suggest that lighting a lamp at the Deepa Thoon was ever a customary practice in Tamil Nadu. Questioning the judgment, Raghupati then compared it to cremation practices, asking whether a body can be cremated anywhere else other than a crematorium, and warned against changing existing customs. He said introducing a completely new religious practice through a court order was fundamentally wrong and hurt Tamil cultural continuity. Calling the issue sensitive, Raghupati said Tamil traditions must be protected and questioned the public interest served by the verdict. The issue is of course snowballed into a political controversy. The BJP has hit back strongly. Former BJP State President K. Annamalai called the remarks offensive, alleging that the DMK government was displaying an anti-Hindu mindset and insulting centuries-old spiritual traditions. Even as the Tamil Nadu government prepares to approach the Supreme Court, the larger question remains, is this about protecting tradition or about redefining it? Let's now go across to the guest to talk about it. I have with me Advocate C. Rajashekaran, political analyst and President Voice of Tamil Nadu, and Kalyan Raman, Senior Leader BJP Tamil Nadu. Vanakkam, a very warm welcome to both of you. I'll first go to Rajashekaran. Rajashekaran, Happy New Year to you. Rajashekaran, they say that, I read through that and the DMK is objecting. Yesterday also I had a guest who called it very unfair, this entire what Madurai bench of Madras High Court said, because it used very strong terms, called it ridiculous, said it's fear mongering, there is a ghost of fear, apprehension of law and order, etc., and said tradition should be followed and the lighting of the lamp on the Deepa Thoon should be allowed. Now the DMK says that it is not at all tenable. It says that the petitioner has not given us proof of the Deepa Thoon having been the main point where a lamp can be lit. How do you look at it? Because I have never seen that they giving any evidence. All they said was that it was a Jaina, edict. That's what they said. What kind of a legal arguments does the DMK have here, Rajashekaran?
Good evening, Sudha. Happy New Year to you and your viewers. There was a single judge order which said that the Deepa Thoon is the traditional one where the Deepam was lit. And based on that order, the government of the day strongly protested by saying that the petitioner has no locus standi because it is the age-old tradition of that temple, Thiruparankundram temple, and the devotees and the local people, authorities, are entitled to lit the Deepam. And subsequently, it was appealed in the division bench of the Madurai High Court of Madras bench. And yesterday there was an order.
Yes.
And that order upheld the single judge order. Now, see, there are two orders which speaks about Deepam to be lit on the Deepa Thoon, where there is no question of dispute by anybody. But it was 100 years, there was a Dargah, more than 100 years, Dargah, and the Thiruparankundram temple. So that was it was happening for several centuries. There were 2-3 cases, judgments, which was followed, and there was no issue. Suddenly, one person by name Rama Ravikumar is being made a, a hero out of a zero.
Yeah.
And he's been supported by BJP.
No, but it was based on
with an
Justice
agenda.
Swaminathan's order, no?
No, I'll tell you. The petition.
What is this, sir? You are a lawyer. You can't. The whole.
Cannot do
No,
say
no.
that. Somebody has a grounds, he is going to.
He
before the
petitioned
court.
and he got the
How dare you
permission.
say that he is zero?
No, I'll tell you.
Who
I'll
wants
tell
to say
you.
that he is a zero?
Petitioner. I'm talking
He is a
about the
human which
petitioner. I'm
who
not
has got
talking
a
about
worship
the
right.
judge.
But the
Don't talk
petitioner
about the zero or
Rajashekharan
not.
went at the order
You
of
just
Justice
say he is a
Swaminathan.
person. That's the right
No,
way
no,
of
no.
looking at it.
The
Have some
Justice
decency in
Swaminathan
dealing with
court
people, in addressing people.
No, but the Justice Swaminathan court entertained a petition from an individual.
Yes,
It has
fine.
nothing
So
to
let's
do
come
with
to the point now,
local-
Rajashekharan.
No,
What does the
no,
DMK
actually-
have any legal standing now? By saying that, oh, the petitioner should have given enough proof. Where is the proof? They've been going on and on.
DMK, it is not the question of DMK, the government of the day.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with DMK. You
Okay.
are painting the whole issue with the political party, which is not fair.
It is political.
The authorities.
If you say
the
Sanghi
DMK
and
is the ruling-
BJP, why can't I say DMK?
No. The government, the court order also speaks about the local collector, SP and the authorities.
Sir.
The court order never speaks about DMK. That is the point.
All right.
Now the problem with understanding this case, let's understand it on merits of the order. I'm going by the court order. I'm not saying it is wrong or right.
Okay.
Because
But does
Supreme Court is going to-
is DMK right in saying that it will challenge it because they say that they
No,
did
the
not?
government, whichever government,
right, the government.
they have to defend the government which is being ruled by the DMK today. And it was yesterday, few years back, it was ruled by ADMK, Jayalalitha, and subsequently it was followed by Edappadi. There was no issues because the order was
All right,
never in favor of an individual.
All right.
Here, the order is in favor of one individual who has no local standard.
Well,
That is my
petitioner
point.
can be one or I don't understand. I have petitioned also. I mean, that doesn't mean it was in my favor. Okay, let's talk about the other comment made by Regupati about cremation ground. Do you
Yes,
think it
yes.
is
Now,
even, this is
see,
most, that is a
Ragupati, the
DMK
minister-
voice. That is a DMK voice. Yes, he's right.
Okay. Point taken. And he has said, see, when you want to lit a lamp, it has to be in the traditional place which has been there for more than a century. Likewise, if you want to cremate a body, it has to be in the crematorium.
Yeah, and Kalyan
So,
Raman
there is
sir, like
equality.
yesterday, no, let me bring in Kalyan Raman sir. He's been waiting patiently. Kalyan Raman sir, like yesterday, I
No,
asked,
he was in between heckling me. He was not waiting patiently for a
Okay.
kind information.
Thank you, Rajashekharan. Kalyan Raman sir, let me tell you that, yesterday I told Selam Dharnidharan of the DMK that you don't believe in God. You've always said, this is no, he quoted Anna Durai, everyone. He said we do, they don't. They're always talking like this. Today, this statement, you see, this statement is right if you look at it individually, that where else will I cremate our body? We will go to the cremation ground. But in the context of this really smacks of complete disrespect, not only for the court, but also for the sentiments of lakhs of people who go to Thiruparankundram. And I don't agree that lighting of a lamp has to be only at the Uchi Pillayar. I can light a lamp anywhere, sir. That's what the court also said. Light a lamp, it brings knowledge into your life. Kalyan Raman, sir, go ahead.
First and foremost, the HRNC Act must be understood before we talk anything about the issue per se. The HRNC Act only allows the government to govern or administer the administration of temples, but never getting into the rituals, traditions, whatnot of the temple. Number two, the hill is owned by Lord Muruga, period over. And a small portion is dedicated to Dargah of somebody who was killed by Kumara Kambanna. So that being the case, if anybody coming in the way of the Hindu tradition, even if it is the government, the court shall intervene to say that this is the way it can be done, and the court has rightly upheld the rights of the Hindus of Tamil Nadu, or for that matter, the Hindus as such. And it is very unfortunate that people like Rajashekar, who are so insensitive about the individuals who are going for a petition and calling them as zero. First of all, I object to it, and Rajashekar must apologize for what he had done, what he had said about somebody who has gone in for an appeal for lighting of the lamp. He has done it with so much of reverence to the deity, to the tradition of the Hindus. and he's a fighter for a
No,
long
but
time.
but I'm
Ravi
sorry,
Kumar.
Kalyan Raman sir, I am sorry, but we are talking about historical precedents here. I mean that the hill belongs to Lord Murugan, that there was a dargah and maybe there was a
what?
Jaina temple. I do not
Somebody
know,
was
sir,
killed by
because
Kumara Kampanna in
sir,
1378.
I do not know, sir.
We killed him.
No,
We
no.
killed him. I know the history. We had him killed.
Maybe, but
What is
it's
this dargah all about? Worshipping somebody who is killed.
all right.
It is absolute nonsense, but then we allow it as a magnanimous Hindu society.
We
Let
allow
that
it
be.
because
We
our
are letting it
constitution
happen.
allows it, sir. That's the ultimate book
We
for
are-
us. I'm sorry,
We
but
allow-
I believe in the
we got rid of
constitution.
Babri
No,
Masjid. Please
no,
don't
we have a
forget-
very liberal,
please don't
socialist,
forget that we
secular.
got rid of Babri Masjid.
Yeah.
This is more
Yeah.
or less
That's
similar
what
thing.
my problem is. That also the BJP
More or
leader
less
H.
similar
Raja
thing.
said
So
this
when
is
we are
Ayodhya of the
magnanimous,
South.
so
That
be
it
that.
should not happen. We are South
When
Indians.
the Hindus
It
are
should not
magnanimous,
happen.
the
No,
majority
sir. I
community
do
of
not
India is
No,
magnanimous.
sir. I will come to Rajasekharan.
We are
Rajasekharan,
magnanimous.
the
We are
question,
magnanimous.
the
Let us put
DMK.
it in writing. Let us put it in clear terms. The Hindu society is so magnanimous, letting a dargah to function from there. We have no objection to it. We keep saying that.
It's not
when
you,
that
sir.
is the
It's
case,
not the Hindu
lighting
society.
of
It's
a
the
lamp
constitution of this
one
country.
day in a year is a
Rajasekharan,
simple thing
just
that is
come in
also
here.
permitted by the court of law.
Rajasekharan, you're a lawyer. We know that we all abide only and only by the constitution. That's the only real book and the fact for all of us. Rest all.
Exactly.
We
I
can-
am subscribing to that.
Yeah.
What is the problem?
No, sir. Let me go to Rajasekharan. Rajasekharan, the DMK says that there is no historical. Raghupati said there is no historical precedent to it. All these days, when they were presenting arguments in court, even Waqf board was there. They were saying that no, it is not even a Deepa Thoon. Where is it? It's right. I'm talking to Rajasekharan, Mr. Kalyan Raman. Thank you for your patience. So, Rajasekharan, the thing is that they said there is no historical precedent to it, and I wonder if they think that the court, the petitioner, did not give full facts. What was the government of the day doing by not presenting what it calls historical facts? They call it a Jaina pillar. Then they said it is a British colonial era marker, etc., etc. So I think they messed up big time also. Now to challenge it is of course their prerogative and they can do it. But to say there is no historical precedent, I am sorry, but the lawyers of the ruling dispensation should have done their work better, Rajasekharan.
Sudha, the government, what the government should have done and shouldn't have done, which I am not competent to answer. I am only saying what was the age-old tradition which was followed with regard to the Thiruparankundram hill and the Deepam to be lit on the Deepa Thoon or where. And based on the records available in the public domain and subsequent to the court judgments, earlier judgments and the present judgments, I'm only making my opinion. I'm giving my suggestions and comments. But the government, whether they had presented their case in full merits or they failed, or it is up to the government to take a call. But they have clearly told, or they have briefed the media that they are going to appeal to the Honorable Supreme Court with a lot of facts and figures, which the Honorable Supreme Court, if they uphold the division bench order, the government has no other option. But in the opposite, I'm just thinking out of box and playing the devil's advocate. I strongly feel, it is my opinion or my guess. If it's not my opinion, my guess. But the BJP and DMK are having a tacit understanding, and they are trying to DMK is trying to help BJP to polarize the votes by way of giving them the opportunity and chances to promote BJP in Tamil Nadu, to decimate ADMK. No, it is only a guess.
It's a very far-fetched guess. They are political adversaries, as you well know.
No, that is there. But everywhere there are understanding. Even DMK leaders meet BJP leaders in Delhi. Even in Chennai, they meet.
Yeah,
they are very cordial, friendly.
So that doesn't
mean...
They get to say... I don't think it's that simplistic. Kalyan Raman, sir...
My information is also having some kind of relevance.
Sir, I read about it.
Local leaders also going to meet with several ministers and they are in very
All right.
cordial touch.
Okay, let's come
So,
back to the, so you think it's a tacit understanding, but I'm coming
no, it
back
is a
to the moot
tacit
point.
understanding, and maybe
Rajasekharan.
it is being
Yeah.
told, or it is
All
being
right, Kalyan Raman sir,
arranged.
you know, I am
The
coming to the
arrangements
moot.
are made in such a way.
I am coming to the moot point of this discussion instead of going hither and thither, as it were. Does the DMK, for all these days, after having wasted their time, do you agree that they wasted their time? If I were there, the government of the day, I will not say DMK because Rajasekharan has ticked me off. It's the government of the day. They should have had enough evidence to say, listen, the Deepa Thoon was nothing but just a thing with here, a monolithic structure, as it were, and the Deepam was never lit here. After having wasted so much of the court's time, everything, they are going for an appeal, which I said is their right. What else can they present, Mr. Kalyan Raman, instead of just politically keeping this this topic alive, because we are going towards elections? I think it's become terribly political now for the ruling dispensation, Mr. Kalyan Raman.
It's very simple to understand the issue. It was created by DMK for the sake of furthering the cause of getting minority votes, in specific the Muslim votes. That is why they sent Nawaz Kani, the Waqf board chairman, who was then just appointed by DMK. Immediately after being appointed, he went up the hill, had biryani, and then came down, put out a picture to create a problem. Till such time, it was never an issue. The issue came up only before the court of law when December 6th, the Kartiya Deepam day occurred, when Rama Ravi Kumar wanted to light a lamp, which was permitted by the court of law. The moment the 10 people were allowed, just they were allowed 10 people. If they were allowed to light the lamp and come down, which would have taken not more than half an hour, then the whole issue would not have been there by now. We will not be discussing about it. The DMK wants to keep it alive because there is roughly
No, DMK wants to help
6.5%
BJP.
Muslim votes of
It can
Tamil
be
Nadu.
the other way also. DMK wants to help BJP. It can be that also. No, when you can insinuate.
No, that is your assumption,
right?
for which I cannot answer.
No,
I am not here
when
to
you
answer
can
assumptions
assume,
and
why I
presumptions.
shouldn't assume? No, you have your own assumption.
You are within your right to
presumption.
assume. Yet I am not interfering with your assumption.
No.
Okay.
Bhaiya,
You are within your right to assume.
When
You have a
can
wild
say something
imagination.
in your
Please keep
favor,
on imagining. I
even
don't have a
can
problem
say
with your
something in my
imagining.
favor too.
You have a 360-degree imagination. I don't have a problem. You want to be
Same
in
to
America
you.
in the next
Bhaiya,
few minutes.
same to you, Bhaiya.
You want to be in America in the next 15 minutes. I don't have any problem with your levels of imagination. But the fact remains that the DMK has created by sending Nawaz Kani. This is a matter of fact. This is history of the last few months.
BJP
After
created
appointing-
We are
Ram
wasting
Ravi
time. You
Kumar.
know what, both, we are not coming to the point. I asked you, we know about Kani, about biryani, about, that's happened. The next moment I kept asking both of you, and I have not got an answer, unfortunately, is that the government of the day wasted a lot of time, and now they are crying foul by saying there is no historical precedent to this.
They know they can never win this game because the traditions are created
Yes.
by Hindus for their faith, and the government has no business whatsoever to interfere with it. I bet whatsoever they can never interfere. We can light, I can go and light right next to the Dargah. There is no problem with it as long as we don't interfere with the administration of Dargah. There is absolutely no problem. The whole hill belongs to the Lord Kartigeya or Muruga. So where is the problem arising? They just wanted to light a lamp in one lamp post, for which why is so much of hue and cry? For the simple reason is the vote bank politics. Beyond that, there is nothing, and they knew pretty well that they cannot win even before the Supreme Court.
What you are also doing the same. You are also doing the same vote bank
all
politics
the points they
polarization.
had. The surveyor of India did not have.
You know,
any clue about-
Rajasekharan, come in here. Rajasekharan, last word to you.
See, the pot calling kettle black.
Okay.
Say, when Kalyan Raman is accusing the DMK, which I have no I don't hold any brief, he is saying for it is vote bank politics. What BJP is doing? Obviously, it's vote bank politics.
Absolutely. Thiruparankundram has now become a political
Nobody is
bomb.
bothered about Hinduism or God and Lord Muruga or the emotions and sentiments of the devotees. They want to encash by way of votes. That's all. It isn't.
Rajshekhar, this is what you
very
people were
blatant
saying
and open
when
in the public domain.
Babri Masjid was demolished. This is what we were saying. Now we
DMK
built a
wants to,
monumental Ram Mandir. What is your problem now?
No, there is no problem, sir.
Similarly,
But it's
there
a
will be
political
there will be
issue
a
now.
solution. We'll find a
What
solution.
Rajasekaran is saying, and I agree with him, that it's less about Lord Muruga or Lord Kartikeya. It's now gone, it's become a big political laddu, and everyone wants to eat that laddu. That's what it has happened.